We on, we on. What's up, y'all? What's going on? I'm just shuffling these cards and then we're going to get into the reading. It's for the Earth Sign Collective. But first up, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, see what's going on with you. How is you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everything is copacetic with you. You know, I'm chilling. I'm in good spirits. I just did the water sign reading and I did the fire sign reading. So make sure you check those out, okay? Um, appreciate you coming to the channel. Appreciate you stepping in, checking it out, seeing what it's about. Hopefully something positive will come out for you. All right. But most importantly, hopefully something that resonates with the truth for you or puts something in perspective to give you truth comes out for you. All right. Yo, it's a beautiful night. Today was a beautiful day. It was just like real nice vibes. I don't know, let me know how you was feeling about today. I'm in the VA area, and the weather was just really nice. It was real nice. It wasn't too hot. Uh, I didn't have to put the AC on. I'm just out chilling. It was sunshine. It was just like mwah. All right, chef's kiss of a beautiful sunny day, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you had a good day, had good weather. Especially if you was doing anything summery. For some of y'all, it ain't even summer where you at, but hopefully you enjoying the weather. Let me see. So anyway, happy birthday, Leo. All right, we got to show Leo some love. It's their season. And then you want to celebrate where Leo is in your chart, okay? Because we got the sun there and Mercury's in retrograde tomorrow. It comes out of retrograde, but we deal with a post shadow period for like 2 weeks. So we ain't gonna be clear that Mercury retrograde energy till at least the last week of September. August, which is about 2 weeks from now. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a beautiful night, man. I wanted to go for a walk, but I was watching this video of this dude. I'm from upstate New York, and there was this video on of this dude who saw a mountain lion in Rochester, New York. And I'm not too far from there. And even in the mountain region, like I'm near Lake George region, there has been recordings of footsteps, from mountain lions. And that's only 45 minutes from where I was born and raised. So, and Rochester's like 3 hours from where I was born and raised. So it's just like, oh, okay, that's confirmation. So I've always seen this vision where, I was outside or somebody was outside and a lion was out in the street or something, just, how you see deer. Well, I've seen coyote, and I don't know. I just always had this weird fear about seeing a mountain lion or a bobcat or some shit. And it's like, wait a minute, you in the city, relax. But that threw me off, and long story short, I ain't go on that walk, y'all. Long story short. Okay. But it was one of them beautiful nights where it would have been nice to go out, and chill out on the porch. If you got a nice porch or know somebody got a porch, or go to a nice spot where you can chill outside and be safe, whether it's secluded or whether it's around a couple of friends or whatever. Hopefully you enjoying it. We're going to see what's going on with Earth energy. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for Leo season 2025. Let's see. Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Cups reverse. All right, the Fool in reverse. Now, I don't want, okay, this is about somebody doing shit too quickly, trying to make somebody, like somebody's holding on. Okay, you see how I'm tripping over my words? That's what I'm getting when I see this Knight of Swords. It's like somebody's trying to get somebody to do something real quick without telling them the whole details, but they want to give them just enough information. It's like, I'm going to give you just enough information to get you to try to go in a direction I want you to go, or I'm going to tell you what I want you to tell you so that you go in the direction I want you to go in. You know what I'm saying? So it's an energy of manipulation here, is what I'm getting, especially with this Ace of Swords. It's like, yo, give me the truth. I want the truth. So somebody's definitely not giving the truth out, right? Um, and somebody's disappointed about that with this Four Cup energy. It's like, yo, I can't believe this person. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe, that they're not being honest with me, or I can't believe what they're telling me. Should I believe it? Or, yo, you know how somebody tell you some stuff and it's just like, damn, I can't believe that happened. It could just be that type of thing. Like it's any variation of that. But how you're feeling about it with the Page of Cup energy in reverse, or it don't have to be you, could be somebody else, but it's like this energy represents you, this particular card, right? It represents the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So with the Page of Cup in reverse, you don't care, you don't give a fuck, right? You're not taking something personal type of thing. And with the Fool energy in reverse, you're like, yo, whatever, shit happens. Or because you don't take something serious, maybe that, you get played, or somebody plays with your emotions. Okay, somebody does something to manipulate you emotionally. I said it was manipulation here. These two cards are talking to me about emotional manipulation. Yeah, because they're of the truth is what's the challenge here. Okay, we need the truth. And so with the Four Cup here and the Fool energy, this is just like an energy of somebody like, damn, I got played, or damn, my people got played. You know what I mean? Something like that. Let's get some clarity. All right. Tell me about this Four Cup energy. I didn't listen. I needed to listen to some music, y'all. Sometimes I be in a zone and I need to listen to some music. So, you know, it helped me to sometimes it do. Sometimes it annoy me. That's why I don't play it all the time. But sometimes I do feel a vibe to hear it. All right. Okay, so look what's clarifying this Four Cups. The sweet dreams energy. So I feel like this is an energy of somebody being disillusioned, not being told the whole truth about something. It's like, yo, they played me all this time, had me thinking, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. But in reality, da, da, da. Or this is somebody putting something in somebody's drink. All right. It's like, yo, did you put something in my shit? Or did you put something in my food? Or whatever. Because this could have already happened. All right. But we have the Ace of Swords and stubborn. It's like, yo, this person was trying to tell you something, or you didn't. I don't know. Somebody didn't listen to their logic. They didn't listen to you. Didn't listen to your intuition, because the Page of Cup is in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you weren't trying to hear. Somebody could have been trying to tell you, yo, don't do that. Don't go over there with them, or don't, you know what I mean? Or this is just you ignoring your intuition, or this person was ignoring their intuition. Yeah, because what's hidden is the Knight of Swords. That's this person not telling you the whole thing, like telling you what they want to tell you to manipulate you. Okay, um, to get you to let go. Maybe you, yeah. And see, it's a cigarette in his hand, so I'm just getting like you. Hmm. I'm just getting you need to be careful with who you be around and what's going on here. If your intuition is telling you not to go around this person because you listening to what this person is telling you, they ear hustling you, but you're not listening to your intuition with the Page of Cup in reverse, you may get yourself in a yeah. See, you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need help with the Fool energy in reverse. This don't look good. Okay, somebody mess around and get pregnant. Okay, with that sweetheart energy, because that's a picture of an ultrasound, a baby. Okay. Hmm. Or this is just somebody playing with your immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Because this card says pure, unconditional love and be loved. So this could just be you. You have a childlike heart, like you're naive, or this person is playing you like you're naive, or they're gonna play you like you're naive. You're innocent. Somebody's innocent, naive, and childlike. This could have happened to you as a child. Some of you could be dealing with uh, drug addiction, and you are looking at why you do what you do, and it could be very well because you experienced some type of sexual assault or molestation or some type of abuse as a child. It could be emotional, physical, sexual, like emotional abuse, neglect. Okay, any of these things. Okay, somebody could have come in at night while they was drunk, and you may have had a parent who act like they didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this person would I feel like for some of you, you just became withdrawn, and now you have kids of your own, and you may be trying to realizing that, I still haven't healed from this, or maybe it's keeping you from moving forward. The childhood wounds. But it could be for some of you, maybe you feel like, okay, it's the reason. Okay, I'm just getting somebody getting pregnant because they didn't get the love they needed as a child. And so they have the mindset of, you know what, I'm going to have a child because that child's going to give me love and I'm going to be able to give them love. So I'm getting that type of energy. Like somebody thought that this is what was going to give them love and they didn't listen to reason. Yeah. And so it could have been using drugs as a result, earth energy. It don't have to be you, but this could be somebody you working with as a counselor. This could be a family member of yours who could be going through some things, and um, you know they're trying to figure things out. Or this could be you trying to figure yourself out on your journey. This could be part of your journey. Okay, let's see. All right, sweet dreams. So some of you may have, maybe you've used drugs to sleep. Some of you could be, you have to drink to sleep so you can sleep. Yeah, here's the strength energy here. Yeah, because for some of you, this person would come in and overpower you with the strength energy, or they would give you something to drink and you would pass out, and then you would wake up feeling, uncomfortable, feeling pains and things like that. I'm so sorry. So this could be hindering you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's with your children or maybe it's just you coming to your a part in your journey and you knowing that you need to move forward for your children or help your children. You got to help yourself first. Or maybe you work in with children. You could be working in the foster care system. Maybe you were adopted in a foster care system and this is something that happened to you or you know someone. But the stubbornness and the three of sword energy in reverse here, this is the challenge here. See somebody, we have three swords in reverse, the stubbornness and the ace of swords. Not listening to logic, um, or this is just not believing people. It's like people be lying, the truth. Or somebody knows the truth, they act like they don't know the truth, but they know the truth. They act like they didn't hear it, they didn't see it. It was three separate occasions where this person may have known that they did this and didn't say anything. So it could have been another adult that was around when this happened. I'm being very specific, and forgive me if this is not your particular reading. This don't have to have resonate with everybody, okay? So I'm gonna be saying things that one minute this might resonate with you, the next thing I say may not. The next thing I say may resonate, and then the rest of it may not. You know what I mean? So take it like that, okay? But if it's not anything about child abuse or sexual abuse, this is somebody being taken advantage of sexually, though. This is somebody sexually assaulted or raped, whether they were a child or not. For some of you, this did happen to you when you were a child. For others of you, this is somebody that you may have been in a connection with. They may have, put something in your drink and took advantage of you. Maybe you were not conscious at the time with the sweet dreams and the four of cup energy. Every time it happened to you, you weren't conscious, but you were sore. You know what I'm saying? You woke up sore, and it's like you trying to figure out what's going on. It's like a mind fuck. It's like you were trying to figure out why the fuck you're sore. Like you didn't remember anything. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Let me move on. I'm gonna come up out of that energy. Ooh, hold on. Let me light this sage for this Palo Santo. And I'm sorry for those of you who had to go through this. I'm sorry. I know my sorries don't mean shit, but I mean, damn, if it was something I could do that would, help you, if it's nothing more than just doing this reading, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to be able to do it. All right, let's see what's up with this withdrawal. So for some of you, you became withdrawn, yeah, with the Ten of Cup energy, and maybe you lost yourself in a relationship or a connection with someone with the Ten of Cup energy, or it's just be you become withdrawn within the relationship or within the family dynamic. Was a family secret, is what I'm getting to. Yeah, Eight of Swords here. Yeah, somebody feels trapped in those emotions and is trying to figure out how to get out. I would say part of trying to figure yourself out. I know what helped for me, and I'm not saying I went through anything like this or that my situation could compare to yours. It's just we all felt pain in different ways, right? So, the focus is alleviating the pain. The details are okay, this happened to you this way, but it happened to me this way. The end result is we still feel like pain, betrayal, disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you, as a spirit, quell, the pain of disloyalty, the pain of, people lying to you, narcissistic abuse, things like that? And it's like learning your chart helps you to understand a lot about yourself. Like it helped me. Like it literally, I'm not even the same person now that I know what I know about astrology. So I would recommend anybody studying astrology. And if you do therapy, that's cool. You could do therapy too. You could combine things. You don't have to just do one or the other. You could work with two or three or four. Sometimes people need that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's a journey. We all are on a journey, so we're all gonna try different things. You know what I'm saying? So don't be ashamed of that. So for some of you, this is what you're doing. You're trying to figure out what should I do? How can I get help? What ways can I go about getting help? Right? For some of you, this could have happened to your child, and you're trying to figure out what we can do to help your child. This could have been a dysfunctional lion ass uh, person who is doing something behind the scenes. Wow, this is deep shit. Uh, Water signs was deep as hell too. Seven of Wands came out in reverse. Yeah, somebody who's not able to defend themselves, a child, someone who's innocent. The Fool energy in reverse. Remember when I was saying innocence? Yeah, this is what this is. So if this happened to you, you weren't able to defend yourself because you were innocent. You were an innocent child, or um, there are some people who just be some guys feel like, oh well, she legal, but somebody ain't right mentally. You know what I'm saying? Some people are not 100% diagnosed and on medication, and it's known to everybody that know them. Yeah, some people know some people who, oh yeah, they got, they on medication, but there's a lot of people who are on medication for social, for disorders, mental disorders, personality disorders, things like that, and they don't tell people. You know what I'm saying? And so you have a lot of people out here struggling, and it could be because they're dealing with trauma. But somebody was a defenseless child here, and so they may have been medicating themselves, coping with that because there was nobody who came around. And it's like part of healing from this is knowing that it wasn't your fault. You know what I'm saying? Um, all of this wasn't your fault. It wasn't. Yeah, we have this is the Knight of Pentacle energy in reverse. Yeah, this is a perv. For somebody, it could have been their uncle or their older brother or their older cousin. Okay, or this is somebody who is in their like 20s. But even still, even if this could have happened to somebody who was in their 20s, like a young girl who was in her late teens or early 20s. That could have been it too. She might have went to like a party, something like that. But this could have also been going on, separate for a separate group of audience or whatever. Somebody who's just been going on since they was a child. But this is somebody in the family knows this for sure. Somebody was not able to defend themselves. Somebody also may have gotten pregnant because of this. That's not everybody, okay? If this is not about that, this is, like I said, somebody may drink a lot to try to cope with something that they've been through. But I just get a strong energy of molestation and rape. Sexual, yeah. And I'm sorry, but that's what I'm pulling up. The planets are in retrograde, so a lot of people are their souls are purging, especially with Pluto in retrograde. You're purging, past life shit. Okay, and so some of it could be coming out in your dream. So this could just all be a dream for some of you. You know, like you may be somebody who gets messages through dreams, and this could be like if you got Mercury and Scorpio, like sometimes what could happen is you will have dreams of dark shit, or you'll just have flashes of dark shit. Like you'll see dark shit happen. Not, in person, but just like an image of some dark shit. And it's like, wow, what the fuck? You know? And you may see that in your dreams. But it don't have nothing to do with you here and now. It could have been something you've seen in your past life, or you could be picking up on somebody else's energy if you don't cleanse your energy. Yep, that's confirmation. So you picking up on other people's energy around you. So you need to cleanse your energy, cleanse your area, okay? Especially after you come out from being in the public. You know what I'm saying? You may want to sage yourself down, or find some cleansing practice that you enjoy. That's something that you can do whenever you come back in from being out in the public. All right, yeah, overanalyze. Somebody's overthinking things. That's what this Eight of Swords is. So for what I'm saying, for some of you, it's like you never seen it happen, but you know how you felt. Like I said, for some of you, they gave you something, and so you was out when it happened, but when you woke up, you were sore, so you knew what time it was. Crazy shit like that. So that had you in your head. Now, for others of you, if this is not about that, you could be wondering what's going on, but this is something about a child and something they experienced when they were growing up. Maybe you were emotionally neglect. Maybe you experienced emotional neglect, and that could be why you're in a relationship with someone who bullies you. So for some of you, you could be with someone who's an addict. This could be why you're comfortable with that person, because you maybe you understand them, or maybe you didn't know this person was an addict, and I don't know. Somebody wasn't listening or paying attention to something, or somebody can't figure out what happened. Somebody's been lying to someone about something, not being honest. Somebody can't, they don't know the truth, so it's driving them nutty. Yeah, we have assumed, so somebody can only make an assumption based on what they know, because they wasn't, somebody was not conscious of something, or not aware of what was going on, or somebody's pretending they were not conscious of something and not aware. Awkward. Yeah, so it's an awkward conversation. Okay, somebody doesn't know how to bring this up because of the awkwardness. Because that is an awkward situation that I described. It don't have to be that situation, but for some of you, that is awkward, and that's an example of what's awkward. Because it is something that is a family secret. It is something that is traumatic. It's something that somebody was on medication for, or they feel like they may need to be on medication, or were. I don't know. Somebody's trying to get help, and they're looking at their childhood. They're looking at their childhood traumas, and that's a start. Like, why do I attract the people I attract? Why am I in the relationships I'm in? Why am I doing drugs, or why can't I stop? Doing ABC. Yeah, new love or recommitment to love is developing. I feel like this is self love. So I feel like for some of you, you're on your journey, and part of it is understanding yourself and what happened to you as a child. And this just represents a particular form of trauma. Your trauma may be different as a child. If you weren't sexually assaulted, maybe you were emotionally neglected, or you were verbally abused, or, something like that. You experienced something, that traumatized you and formed you and shaped you into the person you are. And maybe that you cope with it by drinking, and maybe you're trying to quit drinking. right? So you're trying to figure out why you drink, because you can't, if you quit, you may start up again, and you're trying to figure out why. So maybe at least maybe you feel like at least you could get to the root of the problem, right? So this is a recommitment to figuring out yourself and self-discovery. Obsession. Okay, so maybe you and this person, or you're obsessed with being in a relationship. That could be it. So maybe you attract dysfunctional partners, and maybe you have described that you're a codependent energy, and maybe you are looking to spend some time to yourself, getting to know yourself, reconnecting with yourself with that new love energy. Yeah, because there's an obsession here. Okay, because it's not love. There's not a love energy here. There's like an addictive energy, which could represent an energy of obsession as well. Yeah, there's regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. So this person, yeah, and then faded. This is something that was karmic for you. This is part of your spiritual journey, your growth. This that happened to you. This was traumatic, very traumatic. Okay, whatever it was, but it was a childhood wound for a lot of you, or someone that you know. Okay, let's see. Apology. So for some of you, this is what you want, or if you know somebody who's going through some type of dealing with the trauma that of what happened to them, they're looking for an apology. Maybe there's somebody who did this to someone and they want to apologize. Possibilities. Somebody is looking at things from the glass half full. I'm sorry. Yeah, the glass half full, not half empty, half full. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words, but yeah, somebody's looking at the possibilities of life, looking at what is to come. What can I do now? Yeah, I got to this point and this is bothering me, but I can get past this. So let me figure out what I need to do. I want to change. This is what I want. So somebody could just be dreaming about what they want. Like, I'm tired of being where I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy here. I have dreams of being in control of my life and doing the things that I want to do. I just feel stuck right now with the Knight of Pentacle in reverse. So for some of you, that's what this is about. No matter what type of trauma may have happened to you, even if you didn't have a trauma, maybe you just resonate with the feeling of something that is keeping you stagnant and stuck and not moving forward in life. Lust. Okay, so that's the lust and the obsession. So some of you is being by yourself, getting in control of your desires. Like, some of you are looking for love, but you're looking for love through sex. This is what this is telling me. I'm not trying to diagnose you. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. With that lust and that obsession and that Ten of Cups here with the Knight of Swords, like, some of you, because of the childhood trauma, you're looking for love. Now, you're looking for love in partners, but you're looking for love from a familial place. So your love is misguided. The love that your parent gives you is a totally different love than the love you would get from an intimate partner. When people say, "Oh, you got daddy issues," or that type of thing, it's like that's weird, unless you literally were sexually assault. You went through something like this and it was your father. But you're blurring the lines, and that's not normal, because and then another thing people will say is related to this is because this is what the cards are saying: lust and obsession. It's like somebody is let me get this deck. Somebody is definitely you know there's a codependent relationship here, and somebody's trying to understand why can't I stop sleeping with this person, or why can't I stop being with this person because the sex is good, or why can't I be alone? Why do I always want to be with someone? Because I got like a serial relationship type of person. They go from relationship to relationship. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, I got these already. Let's get this deck. But this apology is what I'm getting here, is also, it could be apology to yourself. as you recommit to yourself, like, yo, I'm sorry that, I went through those things and that this happened to me and everything that went on, because of a mindset that you are now aware of didn't serve you. Now you've moved forward, you've moved past that, you're in reflection because that's what's going on with all the planetary alignments, everything that's in retrograde is all about self reflection. So some of you are going through therapy, and this is your therapy, whether you're actually going to a therapist, whether you're getting your chart read, whether you're doing that, and you're just sitting back looking at, the things that happen to you. One thing I know about Saturn is like you could look at if you could look back at your life every 7 years, like if you look at when something traumatic happened to you, try to find out if you could like type in natal chart for that particular date, natal chart for blah 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 19 blah 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 or 20 blah blah blah. Like look at see if you see where the planets were aligned, and look at that in connection to your chart. See if that tells you anything. That's like some of the things I would do. Yeah, Shadow King. So some of you are dealing with a dark male figure. Now this could be your son, or this could be your lover, okay? Or this could just be the dark side of you, the masculine side of you, okay? Maybe when you act out, which is your masculine is the part that acts out and takes action. It comes from a dark place, okay? Or for some of you, this is who was doing this to you, and as a result, like some of you, it could be men who went through this as a child, and as a result they have a dark side to them where they crave a lot of sex, right? That is something that I was told by someone who was sexually assaulted as a child, that is why some people may be promiscuous at a very young age. Not all, but some people who may have been promiscuous at a very young age was because they went through something like this at a very young age. Not all. And this is somebody who went through this at a young age. This person told me this. This is the only reason I'm saying it. But Gemini energy here. So the Gemini placement could be prevalent, okay, in this person's chart or yours. Maybe you have Saturn there or Pluto there. Okay, Pluto deals with lust. It also deals with the soul's lessons. Saturn deals with karma, something that you may have carried from a past life. Okay. Yeah, we have hot nerd. Okay, so someone's definitely attracted to someone sapiosexual. Okay, so you're people who could teach you things. All right, so this might be why you're attracted to this person, but they got two sides to them. That's why on this side, they're the dark side. Their dark side here, they want to apologize to you. They may want to try things again. They overanalyze things, but this person could be scared to reach out to you. They don't want you to think that you're in control, but they might dream about you. They might think about you. That's a whole nother thing for a different type of connection here. We're not still talking about the abusive one. This could be the person that you're in a relationship with. So some of you, we put aside the child situation here, or maybe because of the child situation, the child abuse situation, this is someone that you grew to connect with. So this is telling me about this guy. All right. But that's what I got for you, Earth energy. I hope that this helped you in some way, shape, or form. Just trying to see if there's anything else that sticks out. Yeah, you could be trying to figure out why you're connected to this person, or why you like this person, or why you are like this. Meaning that maybe you get into relationships, um, and you later have regret. Because the Fool energy was in reverse, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so you later have regret, and it looks like they're, with this sweetheart energy and this Fool energy and this Page of Cup, like this screams childhood issues, childhood trauma of some sort. All right, so I wish you the best with that. And for those of you who are helping someone, this could be the energy you're trying to figure out what's going on with them, or maybe this is you work in this type of environment, or you're around a young person who may have experienced this, or maybe somebody you connect them with, and maybe they have mannerisms or movements, and you're trying to understand this person. It's like, okay, I know they've been through something, I could tell. and maybe this is what you're picking up on. All right. But that's what I got for you, Earth. I gotta do air next. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. And the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. I'm gonna clear the cars, clear the energy, and I'm gonna come back and do air. So make sure you check out water and make sure you check out fire because I did those too. All right. All right, later, Earth.